welcome, or welcome back. It is, as always, good to see you today. Happy New Year! Woo! It is January 1st, 2025, and the Amberverse is starting off with a bang with feeder allegations and allegations of selling content online, which I just uploaded a video. Actually, not too long before Amberlynn just uploaded this one. I uploaded a video covering what I have been able to uncover so far, which, I am no expert on any of, these things, but from what I've been able to find, it looks a little shaky. And I do have 4 different ring lights or lights pointed at me. I still look like I'm in shadow, but we will make it work. So, hello Mars, Happy New Year to you. So, goodness, we do have an Amberlynn video that she would have recorded this a few days ago, so it's probably it's going to be in response to her Q&As, is my guess. It is titled Feeder Allegations, Living Life at 600 Pounds, and Resenting Alexis. And it's a part 1. So she's probably received so many questions that she has to break it up into multiple parts. It is interesting that it does have feeder allegations in the title, because people have been alleging this for a while. If Emily is a feeder, then she is. As I've said before, Amberlynn would have to be an active participant in this behavior, and then that would be on Amberlynn as well. Amberlynn would be the one having to eat the food. Amberlynn has said she is trying to lose weight. Emily appears to be supportive of that based on messages from her to Amberlynn. I will say we don't know. If that is Emily's kink, that's her kink. But, yeah, we will see here. Living life at 600 pounds. I don't know how much Amberlynn weighs. I really don't. She could be 600 pounds for all I fucking know. I don't know. I will say she has gained weight since at the beginning of this year. Well, this is the beginning of 2024. She could be. I sent her a question on her Q&A, and it was, when is your vet appointment booked to get to chip your pets? I don't think it's going to be answered or done. That is a good question. I hope she does get Twinkie and Wasabi microchipped. I really do. I hope she does that. Hopefully losing Rarity will light a fire under her ass to make it possible to find the pets and to identify them if they do go missing by chance. So, I hope she does microchip her pets. Next time she takes them to the vet, ask them to microchip them. It's cheaper than a $500 reward for a lost cat to get them microchipped. Sorry, I'm a little sniffly, as always. That's just my life, being sniffly. We're going to hide that. All right. I'm going to see if I can move my camera without losing connection. And, oh, look at that. You're just seeing all kinds of things on my desk. That was a nasal inhaler, if you were wondering. I say this all the fucking time. I really need to get my computer built. But we do have this video from Amberlynn. And we are going to move our little chat box to where if anybody chats, it can be seen. I have my green screen up still from last night playing video games for New Year's Eve and also recording my video this morning. So just ignore the green screen back here. But you know, I am really sorry. I'm going to blow my nose really quick. I apologize. All right. Sorry about that. I really needed to blow my nose. And I do have a little thing of hand sanitizer right here. So perfect. All right. All that being said, I do speed Amberlynn up to 1.25 speed because she does speak a little too slowly for me. So let's go ahead and get into feeder allegations, living life at 600 pounds, and resenting Alexis part 1. My guess is she's going to say Emily's not a feeder, she's not 600 pounds, and she does not resent Alexis. All right, good video. We're done here. All right, it is set. Let's go. Hey, Blue Hoodie, Happy New Year to you. I hope you all are having a fabulous start to 2025. I started my new year out making a video about feeder websites, so that was a fun start to my year.
To a new video. So this is part 1.
Oh, you're a little quiet, Amberlynn. Let me turn that up a little. Let me turn you up a smidgy smidge. Maybe it's just me that you're quiet for. Yeah, my volume's a little bit low. There we go.
One of a 4-part series where I answer 100 of your questions, and I think it's questions I've never answered before, but who knows. All
right, she's answering 100 questions. Well, that's a lot. So we're probably going to break it up into 25 each video. I do expect us to have a mid-roll ad because this is almost 14 minutes long.
I've been on YouTube for 11 years, so I don't really remember what I've shared. So I promised you guys that I would upload every other day, and I'm going to be super busy.
Well, and even over the course of 11 years, the answer to some questions could change because you change, evolve, change your opinion. Different things happen in life. So even if you're asked the same question 10 years later, it's possible your answer could change. So she's saying she's very busy, probably because Emily is in town.
So I don't really remember what I've shared. So I promised you guys that I would upload every other day, and I'm going to be super busy for the next 10 days or so, and I'm not going to be.
So Emily will be in town for the next 10 days or so. So, it's a lot of PTO to be taken at the beginning of the year. So I have heard allegations that Emily did lose her job. I can't say whether that's true or not because I'm not privy to that information, but who knows. Hey, Mademoiselle Scythe, good morning and Happy New Year to you.
Be able to have time to edit my videos. I will still be filming though, so I am pre-recording.
Well, just edit when you're taking a poop.
In this moment, so I figured the best way to do that, to continue my schedule and to give you guys content, is to create this 4-part series.
My volume is super low. Yeah, you know, my microphone has been recording a little bit low. Let me change microphones. Is this one better? I don't want to shout. Is this volume a little better? I don't know. I could you know, let me find all of my cords here. Oh, I don't want to bump that cord because it will disconnect. All right, we're going to try to very gingerly move a cord. I can make Amber lower. I can also change microphones. let me see here. I do have an actual microphone. I just don't use it very often. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's use.
All right, I changed my input. Why is this? Oh goodness. Let me get this a little tighter. Well, yeah, I didn't have the microphone input turned on yet. So you should be able to hear me now. At least it's showing. Now I can always check myself. Nope. Do, 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 do. All right. Why are you being difficult? Oh, can you hear me? Because I can't hear myself on my video. Hello, YT. I don't know. Can you hear me? I don't know. I don't know if you all can hear me or not. You can hear me? Okay, because in my video playback, actually I can't hear anything in my video playback. Can I even hear Amberlynn? Now I can't hear anything. All right, give me a second. I can't hear anything. Uh, Changing my microphone messed up my. Yeah, I can't hear her either. I can't hear anything. Sounds like I'm on the phone. Let me move it away a little bit. Is that better? I don't use this microphone very often. I could just use this. Oh my god, this is why I dislike Streamlabs sometimes. Audio monitoring device. Headphones. Oh my goodness. I swear that I know what I'm doing sometimes. Streamlabs can be a little difficult. Video from screen sound. This should be, there's my issue. Or not. It should be playing what's supposed to be coming out of my speakers. Mic device. Oh goodness, this is just not going well now, is it? That's what I get for trying to change microphones. Full screen. Video from full screen. GoPro. Microphone. Okay. Now if I check my inputs over here. Okay, there's my microphone. This should be Amberlynn's sound right here. And it's, oh wait, I have my microphone twice. Okay, there we go. That could have been why it sounded like I was on the phone, because I think I had my phone coming in twice. Okay, now let's get Amberlynn to come through, which I don't know why that changed. Okay, we are going to add a new audio output. I'm going to try that. This should be playing what's coming out, what's supposed to be coming out of my speakers. You know what it could be? Give me 1 second. Let me open my sound settings. It could have, yes, that's the problem. My PC changed my output to the microphone that connects to this.
So I don't really
There we go.
remember what I've shared. So I promised you.
Okay. All right, we are cooking with gas now. All right. Now let's get back to it. I am so sorry, folks. Just skip ahead to the 1950 or so timestamp. I will put timestamps hopefully in the video. So you skip past all that mess if you're watching after the fact. All right, hopefully you can hear me now. Hopefully you can hear Amberlynn now. Hopefully the volume levels are okay. Let's get back to it. Sorry, I am so bad at streaming. My PC just changed the output setting to come from, you can connect a headphone into the microphone, and it changed the output to that.
You guys that I would upload every other day, and I'm going to be super busy for the next like 10 days or so, and I'm not going to be able to have time to edit my videos. I will still be filming though, so I am pre-recording in this moment. So I figured the best way to do that, to continue my schedule and to give you guys content, is to create this 4-part series. So since there are 100 questions,
all right, so now I have the issue of, so sorry, she's coming through my speakers. Coming through my speakers and not my headphones. So let's try that again. I don't know if you guys can hear her now.
My schedule and to give you guys content.
Wow. Why are you being difficult? I don't think she's outputting. I don't think you guys can hear her now. Uh, I had it. Oh, oh my God, I am so sorry. It's what I get for changing. It's what I get for trying to change things. I change that to speakers. She should be coming out of the speakers. Shouldn't matter what this is set as. All right, here's what we're going to do. And if I could edit this once I get it uploaded, I will I'll try to cut all this crap out. We'll see what I can do. How are you all doing? I hope you had a lovely New Year's Eve. I hope you had a safe New Year's Eve and all of that jazzy jazz. Hopefully, yeah. Come on. Trying to. What's that on my shirt? Um, it's a rabbit giving the middle finger saying, I'm a fucking delight. Made it for another year. Indeed, we made it another year. And for some reason, I'm unable to get this to download. That's the wrong window. That's myself. Let's put this over here. Okay, Amberlynn, why are you not? All right, we're going to add a new audio output. We're going to add a new source. Yeah, I have I uh I flip I flip my image because otherwise it would look like I'm looking away from the video that I'm watching. So I flip my camera so that so it looks like I'm actually looking at the video that I'm watching whenever I'm doing the recording. So, okay, we're going to see if this output works. I don't know why it's being difficult. I've I didn't change anything other than my microphone. Uh, I'm gonna have to make, probably because if I were to restart if I were to restart Streamlabs, it would probably work, but it's being very difficult. So we're going to see if uh, I'm sorry, I forgot what I was saying. Trying to see if I can download the video. There we go. Crying out loud. If I could edit all this out, I would, but I don't know if I can. I'm not that great at editing on YouTube's editing site, so thank you for those of you that are staying with me through these technical difficulties. I should throw this screen up. That's what we're experiencing right now. But we are going to okay, I'm not going to be able to back up. I won't be able to rewind when I add it in this way that I'm adding it right now. Okay, find the right folder. All right. Well, this has just been a lovely waste of y'all's time, and I do apologize for that. Right. Let me just waste your time on New Year's Day. I am so sorry for that. All right. Um, we should be able to. You should be able to hear her now. All right.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So this is part one of a 4-part series where I answer 100 of your questions, and I think it's questions I've never answered before. But who knows? I've been on YouTube for 11 years, so.
All right. You should be able to hear her now. I can hear her in my headphones. I haven't checked on my video, but you should be able to hear her now. I don't know. I don't know why changing my microphone screwed up the audio output for everything, but whenever I restart Streamlabs, it should go back to what it was supposed to be. All right. Well, let's get started again. Once again, I am so sorry.
I don't really remember what I've shared. So I promised you guys that I would upload every other day, and I'm going to be super busy for the next like 10 days or so.
As I said, I believe Tommy is in town, so that's why she's going to be so busy for the next 10 days. Awesome. Thank you, Peep Chop, and thank you, Mademoiselle Scythe. So, as I also did mention a little while ago, there have been rumors that Emily did lose her job. I don't know if that's true. It could just be rumors for all we know, because as we've seen, rumors abound in this community with people just making shit up. So who knows? I do not know. But taking 10 days off, she could have had PTO saved up a little bit. I took almost all of December off from work because I had PTO saved up from my job. So it's possible she has some PTO at the end of the year and then PTO here at the beginning of the year. We don't know.
And I'm not going to be able to have time to edit my videos. I will still be filming though. So I am pre-recording in this moment. So I figured the best way to do that, to continue my schedule and to give you guys content, is to create this 4-part series. So since there are 100 questions, it is 25 questions per part. So
okay, 25 questions. And she posted asking for questions, what was it, Saturday or Sunday or something? So this video would have been recorded several days ago. If Emily did lose her job, it's because of the clowns harassing her work, I'm sure. From what I read, people had said that she lost her job from taking too much time off, or like calling in or for attendance or something like that. That's what I read, which I don't know. And again, we're gonna do our Amberlynn Reed limited edition Pride collection. Here we go. But finding where Emily works is not difficult. So it's possible she did have people calling her work. We know people are not above calling places of business or calling places of employment when it comes to people in Amber's world, because people are fucking insane.
Let's get into the first one. So I just want to preface this that I got all of these questions on random social media platforms where I was like, you guys, I'm doing
random, girl. Instagram, YouTube. Those are probably the two places where you got these, because you posted on Instagram asking for questions and you posted for questions on YouTube in a community tab. I scrolled through some of the questions on there. Now, are there other places she could have asked for questions? I mean, it's possible, but probably Instagram and YouTube. There's no random about it.
Q&A on YouTube. Send me in your questions. All right, so the first one is, who are your top 5 artists on Spotify Wrapped?
Oh my god, nobody fucking cares. Well, apparently this person cares.
This year. Billie Eilish was my number 1, which is not surprising. Second is Banks, also not surprising. Third is a band called Mansion Air. Love them.
Don't tap the glass. Yeah, don't. What do they say on Reddit for it? Don't go cow tipping. Is that what they call it? It's a little rude, but
yeah. Fourth, Montel Fish. Love him. His music is so good. The fifth one I'm a little shocked by. It's The Weeknd. How often do you recommend that I wash my hair? So
it's a little. How often? Well, that's going to depend on your individual hair. Once you start conditioning your hair to not be washed, it'll become less oily. But it also depends on how much oil your scalp produces. If you run your hands through your hair a lot, you're going to be spreading oil through your hair a lot, and it's going to make it greasier. If you, it depends on your hair. Why are you asking Amberlynn how often should you wash your hair? She is not the person to be asking this question of. She's not a beautician. She's not a hairstylist. Don't touch the poo. Yes, thank you. That's what people say.
I am no hair doctor over here, but I
Hair doctor? For fuck's sake, Amberlynn.
do know that every hair is different, so I really don't know what to tell you.
Hey, at least she's being honest here. Everybody's hair is different. I don't know what to tell you. Do what's best for you.
But I have noticed that the healthiest hair is if you wash it just a couple times a week. Speaking of hair, I do get this question a lot. Would you ever cut your hair into a bob? Absolutely not. That is
So, different facial shapes do better with different lengths of hair. And I think Amberlynn does better with hair that comes down past her chin area. I know I personally don't look good with short hair because I have a fat face. My face shape does not. I've had short hair, so I can say this confidently. If I were to have a thinner face, it could work. With Amberlynn, I don't know if a bob would look very good on her. Um, we'd have to do some image editing to see how it would look. But I think she also uses her hair. Um, I think she uses her hair as a shield to hide um, other aspects of her body. Help, not team get a bob. Yes. However, I will say again, as I mentioned in the crumble cookie video, um, I'm thankful she has long hair after watching that video. Uh, so yeah, I think she does also hide behind her hair quite a bit to hide different aspects of her body, whether it be her chin, her neck, her shoulders, whatever. I think she uses her hair as a shield.
not my style. I don't think it would look good on me. It looks good on other people, but that is not my thing. I love my hair long. That is how I've always loved it. In my early 20s, I did chop it all off. If I can
Did
find
you?
some photos, I'll post them here. But my hair was down to my butt. I went into the salon, literally just wanting a hair trim, and I left with my hair to my shoulders, and I cried.
Okay, that is kind of cute. Now again, I cannot back up the video um, because of the way that I have it downloaded here. But now again, she did have a thinner face in her early 20s. So, I mean, it's kind of cute.
I did. It was the biggest mistake.
Well, I mean, it's a little below her shoulders. Um, she's also doing the up angle, so that makes your face look thinner, doing pictures at that angle because you're able to mask any double chin action you have going on instead of doing it like this where you can see, all the chins. Um, eh, yeah, it looks nice. It's cute. Yeah, it's not a bob for sure. I mean, it's not like up to here, but it's cute.
I will never do it again. Have you ever been to Disneyland? I have. I've been twice. Both times I went,
Have you? Well, she was okay. Disneyland's in California. Disney World is in Florida.
was 17. So if you guys remember me sharing, my foster mom did pass away recently, and it was actually that foster mom that made that dream come true for me. I know this is
Ah,
going off on something completely different, but a lot of people have heard me talk a lot of bad things about foster care because I do have a lot of bad experiences in foster care. I will not deny that, but there are some positives as well, and that is one of them. Are you going to continue
hmm.
sharing fan art? No, not in that way, because it was just something I wanted to add.
So the fan art, she was getting trolled a lot with the fan art, it seems. Um, so I would suspect that's why she's not showing it anymore. I do believe Amberlynn is on Reddit in the Amberverse Reddit community and keeps an eye on there. I only check it periodically. I'll get alerts for it, but I don't really look through there a lot because mostly it's people just posting conspiracy theory things. But I bet Amberlynn is on that Reddit thread and has seen people post where they are trolling with fan art.
as a part of Vlogmas that I thought was really fun, and I enjoyed doing it. Do you have any New Year's resolutions? Honestly,
She does probably to lose weight, to do Ozempic, get a fucking therapist should be on your New Year's resolution. I know some people kind of talk crap about resolutions and stuff, but if it's something that makes you want to be a better person and do better, I mean, you can do that at any point in time in the year, um, whether or not it's the beginning of the year. But I can see, like, the beginning of the year, hey, fresh start, we're starting the new year, we're going to do this year. Um, then more power to you. Even with the trolls, I thought the fan art was a nice way to connect with the community, but I get it. I agree, Peep Chop. I'm sure she does get fan art from actual people that are fans of hers. To live a life constantly going to read about yourself is insane. I agree, Mademoiselle Scythe. She consumes a lot of content about herself. She watches several reaction channels. We know she watches Jordy because she was in his live the other night. We know she watches me. She sometimes in my lives. She commented on my video this morning, not too long after I posted it. The video that I posted just this morning. So Amberlynn does consume a lot of content about herself. Um, so the fans who did the art were probably excited to see her showing off their work. Possibly, yeah. Um, the thing is though, like anytime anybody does anything positive related to Amberlynn, they get shit for it. So I could see anybody doing actual fan art for Amberlynn getting crap for it. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could consume so much negative content about myself and stay online. I really don't know if I could do it. Um, I would just have to completely ignore it, honestly. Uh, she got them post notifications on. I think she does. I I think she does, Peep Chop. Um, I I don't know why Amber Lynn consumes content about herself because so much of it is negative, unless it's just to try to keep up with what people are saying and try to get ahead of rumors and whatnot. But I would say for a mental health perspective that it would not be a good thing to do. Um, and Amberlynn, I mean, I would have to get a therapist if I start if I started. I already have low self-esteem, so I would not be able to do that. I don't know how Amberlynn is able to consume so much content about herself and not have a therapist.
normally I have a whole list of resolutions and goals and things I want to succeed at. And I
Now let's call them goals. Here are goals for the year. Maybe have some short-term goals and have some longer-term goals.
never follow through with any of them. So I think it's
No, you
just
don't.
really easy and manageable if I sit here and say, I just want to improve as a person.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Whether that's mentally, physically, spiritually, like I am very like into the universe and I believe that the universe and me are connected. I know that sounds weird to some
Yeah, how about we start with believing that the moon landing happened? That would be a good start to improving.
people, but that's okay. Like I really just want to be like just a better person in general. And I know I can start that
Chill.
anytime. And I have definitely improved over the years, but
Maybe, maybe a little bit, but each time I see a little bit of growth and personal development and growth in Amberlynn, 3 videos later, she'll do a video where she's yelling at her audience and spouting the same ideas and things that she spouted 7 years ago, 6 years ago. So each time we start to see a little bit of growth, um, it doesn't seem to stick. I will say there has been a little bit of growth when it comes to boundaries, where she no longer shows people on camera that do not want to be on camera. So that is a positive, um, albeit a small one. If she put all that energy into her health, she would be a new girl. Yeah, she would. Universe. Everybody has their own beliefs. I am not religious. I am pagan, I say, but there could be something connecting all of us just as people, who knows. Peep Chop, I think checking in once in a while is totally fine, but she does it a lot. It feels like every day, if not almost, yeah, it feels like it. I genuinely cannot tell if she thinks the moon landing is fake. I think she truly believes the moon landing did not happen. I made a conspiracy corner video debunking the moon landing being fake, which I've encouraged her to go watch, but I don't know.
2025, I really do want to focus more on like the therapy aspect and like improving my health aspect, and not really like set out flat out goals. More
Let's see it. Get the fucking therapist. Set those goals. Let's see genuine positive improvement.
just every day, even if it's just me being 1% better than I was the day before. What was your favorite and least favorite part of Vlogmas this year? So easily, my least favorite was the beginning. It was highly saturated in the fact that I was going through a lot of mental health and heartbreak because I was missing Rarity while also being attacked because I was neglectful in a situation where it was never my intent. Accidentally leaving that door open literally altered my life in the worst way possible. And not only was I being attacked for a mistake that literally broke me and shattered me, I was being told that I was lying about the situation, which I wasn't. And I was also being told that a cat that was found deceased was Rarity, which definitely was not the case either. So it was a lot at once while.
So, yeah, losing Rarity would definitely be a low spot. We just don't understand space travel like she does. Apparently not. Her always setting goals is already getting old. I mean, don't we all set goals periodically? Like, I'm gonna get up early tomorrow. I'm gonna do this and this. I mean, we all do it, I think. She just does it in a more public platform and loftier goals. Um, yeah, losing Rarity would definitely be probably the biggest low point. And she did call herself neglectful, leaving the door open. I'm a little surprised by that.
Already going through mental health problems, but I noticed once I handled the Rarity situation privately instead of like broadcasting every single 2 seconds if there's an update or not, I noticed the backlash and the rumors lessened, and that definitely helped with my mental health and my heartbreak, to be honest. I would say the best.
I don't think they lessened. I think she just started ignoring them. Because people are still posting and saying in various places that they think the dead cat is Rarity. They just, even when given proof, they still choose to believe their own thing. And that's why I made the video this morning about the feeder allegations and the websites. I don't like misinformation being spread, regardless of what it is. And I do my best to get truthful information. And when it comes to this Rarity situation, it's according to the person at the Humane Society or wherever it was that called from, it's not Rarity. So that person could be mistaken, sure, but according to the markings on the cat, it doesn't appear to be Rarity. Her goals are planning on making goals. Yep, my goal today is to set my goals. Check, that is done.
Part of Vlogmas was the fact that I completed it, and instead of letting my depression stop me from decorating for Christmas like it did last year, I said, screw that, we're gonna decorate for Christmas because I feel like that'll actually help my mood, and it genuinely did. Have you ever had a boyfriend before? Yes.
She did. She had a boyfriend in high school. A lot of lesbians do go through that when they're younger. I was a teenager in the 90s, and I had a boyfriend up until college, so it's not uncommon.
I've had multiple boyfriends, but it was all like when I was a teenager and a kid, never as an adult. No, no, no. Have you ever considered digital planning? No, never, because I really love physical planners. I love physically writing. For the longest, I was reading so many novels and I was reading like the physical books. And then people were like, you should try a Kindle, you should try a Kindle. So then in my brain, I was like, you know what, let me try a Kindle because
I don't like Kindles. I like a physical book, but I've been doing audiobooks. Um, so Amberlynn did buy that planner at the end of the year, so it would be interesting to see what she has in that planner.
like this cute little small Kindle that I ended up buying. I was like, it's so adorable. And I realized it's just not for me. I feel like some things for me, I just can't do technology based. That's reading and also, planning. Those are things I just enjoy doing like physically with a book, with a pen, etc., etc. Do you resent Alexis for bringing up the crumble cookie video? Honestly, no. It's really not that big of a deal to me. I'm an adult. I'm a sexual human being. I'm very sex positive, not a prude, pretty open book. So I don't really care actually. What I care
I prefer physical books too. Yeah, same. A whole little library back here. Um, if I'm reading a book, I'm trying to disconnect from technology and those things. So I want the physical book in my hands to read. I don't have time to read the last year and a half or so, so I've been doing audiobooks instead because I can listen to audiobooks while I'm doing other things or while I'm driving. So, the crumble cookie video, it, um, yeah. So I guess so again, to reiterate, I haven't watched the live stream from early August where she talked about it. Um, but yeah, so apparently Alexis was the one that brought that up during her whole little exposés on Amberlynn. But yeah, I just, if you don't want content like that to get out because you've possibly upset somebody, don't make it. Don't make those types of videos. Don't take those types of pictures and send to people because you don't know if they could get hacked. You don't know if they're going to get mad at you and send it to people. Then that's called revenge porn, and they could get in a lot of trouble for it. So you never saw that video. I heard it was good, and she looked good in it. Which video? The crumble cookie video, Mademoiselle Scythe? Close the book, Peep Chop. What? No, read the book. Alexis shared a screenshot from it on one of her videos. One of her, yeah, I think it was a screenshot of her like looking down at a cookie, like with her tongue out, like licking her lips. Um, I think that was the screenshot that I saw as well. Uh, um, I've seen it. Uh, she doesn't look awful in it, I guess. I'm trying to remember. I've tried to remove it from my memory. Um, I mean, she looks like herself in it. She's just she's. I don't want to hear Fingerlin read exploits. um. Oh, close the book on her open book. Gotcha. Um. She's trying to be sexy with cookies for Erica. It's not being the intended audience for it and not being attracted to Amberlynn. It feels a little more cringe. Uh, it it wasn't awful, and luckily her hair is long, so so I couldn't see anything. Thankfully, I will say that.
about is people behind my back being creepy and sending it to reaction channels. Now that's weird.
Yeah. So again, so I had said before Amberlynn even said, I said that I would bet on it being Erica being the person that sent this video to reaction channels. I don't. Now, devil's advocate, could it have been Emily or Alexis? Absolutely. It could have been. Emily could be a giant troll and be in a relationship with Amberlynn just for the shits and giggles. Is that a possibility? Of course it is. Erica was a troll as well and was trolling Amberlynn for what? 7, 8 months, something like that. You know, how well did Amberlynn know Emily before jumping into a relationship with her? Not at all. And then suddenly a week later they're head over heels in love and all this stuff. Devil's advocate, it absolutely could have been Emily that sent this. Apparently, it was sent from a Twitter account that was then deleted. But if I had to guess, out of the 4 people that possibly had the video, I would bet Erica. She sent it on Amberlynn's birthday. I believe her marriage to Brittany fell apart. I think they got divorced. Maybe she was feeling bitter because of this whole thing with Amberlynn. Went too far and she lost her wife and she doesn't even have Amberlynn. So I could definitely see Erica wanting to try to get revenge or trying to troll by sharing this video by doing that.
I'm very glad that Alexis never did that. What moment in the last couple of years made you grow the most as a person? Living alone. Absolutely. The first time I ever lived alone was when I was 32, and I'm now 34. I'm telling you,
Yeah. I'm confident it was Erica as well, to be honest. She acts so childish. Yeah, I mean, agreeing with your wife to troll someone to make them think you're interested in them is just so shady and immature. And this is why I have a very hard time trusting people that I meet online. Even though I'm on dating sites, I'm like, is this really a person that's interested? I don't know. So Erica doing this is very, I would guess, very shady. Plus, Amberlynn did bring up those 2 pictures that had been shared that were only sent to Erica. So if Erica was the only person that had those 2 photos, she's the only person that could have shared them. I love how people are saying also, oh, her saying that it was Erica that did this, that's defamation. Erica can sue her. But yet they're completely ignoring the fact that they've came out and accused Emily of doing things. And they've accused Emily of stuff. Is that not also defamation? If it's not true. So you can't call defamation when it's something that just you disagree with. It has to go both ways.
genuinely believed in my soul for a majority of my life that I had to live with someone, that that's the only way I was going to be happy,
Because Amberlynn can't be alone. That's why she jumps from relationship to relationship. I don't think Amberlynn did it herself. No. She can't sue all of us. um, I don't think Amberlynn did it herself. That doesn't seem like her MO to try to send it to reaction channels on Twitter. If Amber shared it, that would be hilarious. Yeah, it just doesn't seem like something that Amberlynn would have done, and I certainly don't think she would have shared it with reaction channels that are more antagonistic towards her. I don't know exactly who it was sent to. Um, but yeah, unless she had this grand plan to try to frame Erica for it, I don't know. I don't think Amberlynn is that uh, forward thinking or creative to try to think, ooh, I'm gonna I'm gonna do something to get back. She probably hasn't really thought about Erica in ages. I don't know. Would be a good bit. I mean, if she did, she's played all of us, you know.
Always scared to be alone. But you guys, I'm telling you, I thrive when I live by myself.
Do you? Do you? Because even if she, quote, thrives when she lives by herself, she's always on FaceTime with somebody. When she was with Erica, she said that she was always on FaceTime with her. With Emily, they're on FaceTime quite a bit also. So is she really ever alone or by herself if she's constantly on the phone or FaceTiming people? Is she ever really by herself? Eric is no Destiny to ALR, so yeah. Yeah, Destiny being the one that got away, eh?
Absolutely love it, and it's helped me grow as a person 100%. If you could go back and never have made YouTube videos, would you? No, I absolutely
No, she would still do it because it's her income. She doesn't have to actually go out in the real world and get a regular job.
would have still done YouTube. I probably would have just done it differently. I know the YouTube game, I know what people want, but I also know that there are things I have said and done online that I would have never done.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sure you regret some things you've posted. She had like 4 girls in the DMs. Come on. Yeah, she was talking to people even like she moves on so quickly. And this could be something that is related to borderline personality disorder. It could be related to that. Oh, speaking of which, after she was in the live with she was in Jordy's live going off in that live, she started posting and deleting comments on her community tab, and she apparently blamed that on BPD. Don't use BPD as an excuse. You did that because you were upset and you were just wanted to lash out. So could BPD be the underlying reason? Yes, but it's not an excuse for bad behavior. Yeah, Amberlynn always has people in the DMs. I don't know how she manages it, but she sure does. Um, but yeah, even though she's lived alone, she's never been fully on her own single, I guess is what I'm trying to say. She has to have that emotional attachment and feel needed by somebody and desired by somebody. And having multiple people in her DMs being like, "Hey, how you doing?" kind of gives her that. Um, makes her makes her feel desired, I guess. Helps feed that low self-esteem.
As I now, as a 34-year-old woman, I have learned from those things and learned from my mistakes. Do you plan on seeing Wicked? I have never seen like the original Wicked, but with the clips I've seen of the new one, it genuinely looks pretty interesting. So yes, I do plan on watching it. What is the last thing you ate? I had Buffalo Wild Wings and I got boneless chicken. The sauce I got on there was Asian Zing. I really like their boneless chicken because it's dry and even
All right. You try their cauliflower wings. Boneless cauliflower wings. Boneless cauliflower wings. Um, boneless wings are also good. Yeah. If your cauliflower has bones in it, there's something wrong. Um, the boneless wings are also quite good as well. So that was the last thing she's eaten was Buffalo Wild Wings on this day. That must be her one takeout order of the day that she's allowed herself.
the pieces of chicken that I normally would never go for, which are like kind of like the bigger pieces, they're still
Right.
dry. I'm like, okay, pop off. And I've never once seen like a weird
You can also request them to be well done at Buffalo Wild Wings if you do a delivery order. Yes, boneless cauliflower. Oh, I'm an idiot sometimes.
piece of chicken. So if you're weird about chicken, but you enjoy like a good boneless wing, I highly recommend Buffalo Wild Wings. I also got potato wedges from there. What was the real reason you went back to Oklahoma and didn't stay in Wisconsin? Because I have a whole ass apartment. I have a whole life
Right.
here. I love my apartment. I love living alone. I do believe that Tommy as a person is my home, but in a responsible way, I belong here right now. So that is why we're currently in a long distance relationship, but I do see us moving in together in the future. How did
Do you now? So, would that mean you moving to Wisconsin since you are just renting an apartment and Tommy owns a house? So would that mean you are moving to Wisconsin where it is really fucking cold in the winter? Um, I don't know. Do we see Amberlynn and Emily getting engaged in 2025? Could that be something? Because Amberlynn has this desire to be a wife, and in my opinion, that is because of her insecurity. If she is married, then it feels more permanent, and it's more difficult to get out of that relationship. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Tommy owns a house. Yeah.
even hold that snake because it honestly looked so terrifying. That's what my mom said, but I love
Mm,
snakes. I've always loved snakes. I will say it was exhilarating because it is a huge snake. It is by far the biggest snake I have ever held in my life. But
not gonna
I
say it.
wasn't scared. I don't know. Did you really think that Jordy was stalking you? No, absolutely.
Did she say something about I saw something about that. I don't think Jordy's stalking anybody. I think he just platforms people irresponsibly and speculates wildly on things that don't have any merit.
Absolutely not. I never once thought that. Was there a particular reason you stopped sharing your weight? So as you guys know, I have done Ozempic slash semaglutide twice. The first time I did it,
Right?
when I stopped, I gained so much weight so freaking
Right.
fast. I had
Right, which happens a lot because people don't fix their real issues with the food that's going on mentally or any food addiction or binge eating disorders they have. And I will say, just because Amberlynn says that she hasn't binged in a year doesn't mean that she does not have binge eating disorder. You can have binge eating disorder and not binge because you've learned how to handle it. Now, has Amberlynn learned how to handle these things? I don't think so. Does she have binge eating disorder? I'm not a mental health professional. I don't know, but based on things that she said about her behavior, it's a possibility. Um, with the Ozempic, what I will say is the first time she said she stopped it because of gallbladder issues, because of sludge in the gallbladder. So my question would be, why keep trying it if it's a possibility to cause gallbladder issues? Gallbladder surgery is not fun. Gallbladder pain with a blockage hurts like hell. I had that and I've had my gallbladder removed because of it. Um, I will say also, with Amberlynn having possible gallbladder issues or gallstones, she should not be eating, in my opinion, she shouldn't be having like full fat items like the cream cheese, cottage cheese things. She should be getting low fat because the higher fat will overtax the gallbladder, producing the enzymes for the liver to break down fat. Um, so, to help save her gallbladder, she should probably be getting low fat, not have greasy foods, limit the greasy foods that she eats. That will also help. So, lessen the fat, lessen the grease. Technically, you're not supposed to drink alcohol when you don't have a gallbladder. I do, and it doesn't seem to cause me any issues. But I don't know why she's going back on Ozempic if the doctor in not Oklahoma in Kentucky wanted her to stop because of gallbladder issues. So that's just what I'm wondering. Was that really the reason why? Um, because why would she do it again if it could cause these possible gallbladder issues?
A weird feeling it was going to happen again, and I tried really hard not to let it happen, but sadly I didn't try hard enough. It is very common that once you stop taking it, you gain your weight back. So normally I wouldn't have cared to share that because I've always shared that. But then all of a sudden, all of these rumors about my girlfriend were happening that were not true, because that is not the way our relationship is. I knew that if I came on here and said I'm gaining weight because that's how the cookie crumbles, no pun intended.
That is indeed how the cookie crumbles. Well, because it's Amberlynn's cycle. Amberlynn does this. Her weight goes up and down. I think this recent weight gain is just part of her weight gain cycle. We see it every holiday season. 2 years ago, when she was down like those 80 pounds, she gained back like 50 of it during the holiday season. I think this weight gain is just simply part of her weight gain, weight loss cycle. And hopefully she can break that cycle. I don't know if a semaglutide is the way to do that. Um, I think she does need to get in touch with a therapist. She does need to get a BPD specialist. She said she's in contact with a nutritionist as well. So we'll see if that pans out.
People would automatically blame her when ultimately it was my doing, and it's the pattern that I've had.
Right, it's this pattern, she said. Let's see. It could have been like a possibility that was told into her and she took it to heart and ran with it, or she just ran with it as an excuse when she wanted to stop. Absolutely, Peep Chop, it could have been. But I thought they did a scan and saw some sludge in the gallbladder. It could have been. I don't remember 100%. But yeah, that is one of the possibilities with a semaglutide, with Ozempic specifically, is it can cause sludge in the gallbladder.
My whole life, since I was literally like 10 years old when I had my first diet. It was just easier for me not to share those things anymore. I want to protect and cherish the people in my life that I care about. The rumors about Tommy are not true. Are you excited or nervous?
Even if they are true, um, it doesn't mean she's doing it with Amberlynn. Tommy obviously has an attraction to bigger women. That is her physical preference. Just like some people say, oh, I could never date anybody that size. They have a physical preference for people that are in smaller bodies. I mean, if that's what Emily is attracted to, and they're both consenting adults, then that is their choice. Uh, is being a feedie in a feeding type relationship healthy? No, of course not. It absolutely is not. But I mean, that's their choice to engage in that behavior. Um, it's and if you end up losing weight when you're in that type of relationship and your partner leaves you, then did they really want to be with you for you, or just because you were in a bigger body?
Try semaglutide again. I'm definitely both excited and nervous, and I will definitely share more of that as I talk more about my journey. Will you ever admit you were actually 600 pounds? I am telling you, human to human, face to face, like I know you're not here, but I'm acting as if you are. If I was 600 pounds, I would not be able to move.
So she has said before that what was it, 572 was the highest that she knows of. So could she have been higher than 572? She could have been. She just didn't get on the scale to know it. But the highest number apparently that she has seen on the scale was 572. Point whatever, 4, 6, whatever. Could she have been 580? It's a possibility. She just doesn't know it because she hasn't seen that number on the scale. Um, everybody carries their weight differently, and you could see different people at the same weight that Amberlynn is, and it could just be distributed differently. Also, different heights. So, trying to compare Amberlynn to somebody else that's a similar weight can be very difficult. But if you compare Amberlynn to Amberlynn at different points in her life, the Amberlynn that we saw in 2019, her face was much, much rounder, I will say. So I do believe she is smaller than she was in 2019 and 2020, just based on the face of her shape, the shape of her face. You know, hold on here. I'm reading your comment here. You know how some people on DeviantArt have a kink where a character gets pumped up with air and then they like burp or fart it out and get small again. Maybe Tommy is just in the second phase of her. um, I have to say no. No, I do not know that kink on DeviantArt. I'm um I'm a little worried about you now, Peep Chop. I have to say I'm a little concerned now.
Saying that based on like knowing how I feel now at the weight that I am, if I was 600 pounds, I would not be able to fit in my mother's car, let alone go and do things and walk around stores. And
I will say for Amberlynn being the size that she is very mobile. I wish I didn't know it. What have you been searching for on there? Hmm?
a bingo, it would not be happening. Can you show your watch time on TikTok and Instagram? Sure. When someone asked this question, I screenshotted it just so I could remember because my memory is shit. I don't really go on TikTok and Instagram, as you can see. It does show on Friday that I was on TikTok for a bit more than usual. It's because I was gathering these questions.
Yeah. Okay, was this? Oh, did she post questions on TikTok too? Daily average screen time, 22 minutes. Is this just TikTok, I guess? And then I guess this is Instagram? Oh, yeah, Instagram. Mademoiselle Scythe. Peep. Yeah, we're all kind of, hey, hey, I am not going to kink shame. You do you, boo. If that's what you like, that's what you like.
What has been the hardest part to overcome with having BPD? A lot. And I don't know if I
I don't think she's overcome anything because she hasn't been in therapy for it. She uses it as an excuse. Um, I think until she gets actual therapy for BPD, we're going to just keep seeing these cycles of behavior that she's going to blame on BPD. I see we all didn't grow up liking Sonic on DeviantArt. You would be correct. I am also quite a bit older than you. So DeviantArt did not exist uh, until I was probably in my mid 20s, if not older.
actually overcome any of it. So I'm kind of going to rewrite the question and ask it as if like, what's the hardest part about having BPD? It's the fact that you cannot regulate your emotions.
Now, I don't have BPD, so this is just based on what I've read. Um, but you can learn to recognize when something is a trigger or something and take a step back and think about it. And that's done through behavioral therapy. Um, BRT something, behavioral something therapy. Hey, you have a good day too, Peep Chop. It's good to see you.
Sometimes it feels physically impossible. Like during a BPD episode, which are actually sometimes called BPD tantrums, and that's not like in a
BP. Well, you know, I would say calling it a tantrum would be apt for Amberlynn sometimes. Um, Hello, Roxanne. I hope you're doing well. I've heard about this chick. Is she still alive? Indeed, she is still alive. You're seeing her on screen right now.
rude way or whatever. It sounds rude because it's like a tantrum. Like, calm down now. Like, I'm not throwing a tantrum, but that is just what it's called. So during
Wow.
those episodes, my rational self is
How about outburst?
still in here. She is like screaming at me, Amberlynn, stop. Amberlynn, calm down. Amberlynn, it's gonna be okay.
And that's why she blamed her outburst on Jordy's live stream on BPD and then her follow up post on her community tabs on BPD. Um, it only goes so far. That's again, I'll say that's where therapy comes in, to be able to stop yourself and step back.
Regulating those emotions and calming down, it literally feels like someone is telling you you have to travel outside into space, and I want you to carry the
Does Amberlynn believe in space?
world on your shoulders. That's not possible. It truly feels impossible to regulate your emotions. And I'm fully aware that DBT therapy can help with that. So another answer I have is having BPD makes everything feel more extreme than the average. Like the average person, they would say, yeah, I feel happy. Well, when we're happy, people with BPD, it feels euphoric. A regular person would feel angry. Us, we feel burning rage.
Burning rage. Um, I don't know if there's medication that can kind of help regulate that. And I don't know if she's just reading off symptoms that she's read online or if she actually feels these things. Because again, people with disorders aren't monoliths. Everybody's going to experience things differently when it comes to different mental health disorders. So
Regular person feels sad, we literally feel like we're mourning the death of someone we have loved our entire lives. Everything feels so strong and like we're sensitive to like
we just don't feel emotions like Amberlynn does. You're on Zepbound and have lost hella weight. You should try that. Good for you. Congrats, Roxanne. I'm glad that that worked for you. And Amberlynn has said she is going back on a semaglutide of some sort. She's contacted a place. Being extremely overweight can make you depressed like an MF. Yeah, I agree. It can. It can cause a lot of mental health issues as far as depression and your self-worth and all that. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad you've been able to meet whatever goals you had.
everything. So our moods switch really quickly. Like a lot of people get bipolar and borderline personality disorder mixed up because we both have mood shifts. So people
So again, medication could possibly help with that.
with bipolar, their moods will change on days or weeks basis, while people with BPD like me, our moods will change multiple times a day, sometimes even multiple times an hour. It's exhausting for us, and I'm sure it's very exhausting for the
It absolutely is exhausting for people that are in relationships with you. I have an ex-girlfriend that I'm 99% positive had BPD based on what I've read about it, and it's exhausting. It it is very exhausting. It is, especially if you don't know what the issue is. It's very difficult to be in a relationship with someone like that. But then to be in a relationship with someone like Amber Lynn, who has been diagnosed with this issue but has done nothing but has done nothing to try to fix it, not fix it, has done nothing to try to improve or get better with the mental health issues, then it would be even more frustrating because it's like you know what the issue is, but you're not doing anything about it and you're just using it as an excuse.
people around us as well. Would you be able to be in a sexless relationship?
It sounds like she's getting ready to say no.
No, 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 no. This girly pop has done that before and she will never do it again. When I
So she's probably talking about Beck. But if it was with Beck, wouldn't that be because Amberlynn was in such a bad state physically? I mean, Beck was essentially kind of a caretaker. Um, it would be hard to be intimate with somebody who you are bathing and wiping their ass. I'm not saying it's impossible. Um, 'Cause I know if somebody has like a medical issue and they've had surgery and they need assistance with something, that's different than being in a situation where you've let yourself get to such a physical state that you cannot do these things for yourself. Um, that was my next question, but okay, she didn't self-diagnose. She truly has BPD. Yeah, I'd definitely be on meds to help myself if I were her. So, according to Amberlynn, and I want to say July of last year or so, her psychologist, psychiatrist, therapist, whatever, I can't remember their exact title, diagnosed her with borderline personality disorder and told her that she would need to get a different therapist because that was not their specialty and they wouldn't be able to help her as much as somebody else could. So then she was going to look for a new therapist that specialized in BPD, but then she moved to Oklahoma and she has not found a new therapist, and it's been a year and a half, almost a year and a half. No one wants to be a caregiver and lover. If my husband was in an accident, of course, I'd stay, but to go into a relationship being a caregiver, absolutely not. Yeah. So when Amberlynn and Beck got together, it wasn't that kind of situation, but over a couple of years, or a year, whatever, Amberlynn gained more weight and ended up being bedbound for a, a good probably year. So being in a relationship with somebody that's bedbound, that you are, who's essentially bathing out of a bucket, that you are helping do these things, it would be it would be very hard to be physically intimate, I would say, in that situation. Um, I've never been in that type of relationship as far as caregiving type situation, so I don't know. Um,
With the right one, I am like a sex machine. What am I saying?
oh no. Oh no. No, 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 no. TMI, Amberlynn. TMI.
What is a rumor about you that is 100% not true? Girl, do you have all day? Because
It would be a turn off, in my opinion, unless he's into the feeder thing. Yeah. Funny you mentioned the feeder thing. Very, very funny that you bring that up. You mean situation type of deal. Uh, yeah, situation type of deal. Good Lord.
I have a whole list. But for the sake of video purposes and time crunches, there is a few in particular
Let me look at my empty wrist. Oh, I have a fat wrist. Look at that.
that I would love to mention, but these are things that I promised myself I would never speak about again online. So we're gonna skip over those and move on to something else. I'm gonna choose something that is like currently happening.
Ooh. What do we want to guess? Rumors that are not true. We're gonna say one of them has to do with Rarity, and the other one has to do with Emily being a feeder. I'm gonna say those are the two that she's going to bring up.
Things actually. One, it is 100% not true. I am not a feedie. I am not
Hey, I got one of them right.
in a feedie feeder relationship. That is not what's happening here. Two, the fact that some people actually believe this is sick, but there are people who believe that I let Rarity out on purpose to
Look at that. I guess, let me give myself a pat on the back. I guess both of those things. Hey, Mars, welcome back. What did you make for dinner? Oh my God, it is 2:15 p.m. Jesus, what have I done with my day? I recorded an Amberlynn video this morning and now I'm live streaming. I go back to work tomorrow. I need to get some other shit done today too. Jesus Christ. I need to stop making videos. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
stay in Wisconsin longer. Tommy didn't want me to leave. Tommy said I am welcome there forever. Rarity is my heart, my soul, my best friend, my everything. I would have never in a million years done that. And if you know me in person, you would know that to be true.
We don't know you in person. Ooh, spring rolls and rice. That sounds tasty. I had black-eyed peas for lunch, but for dinner tonight, I made chili in the crock pot yesterday, so I'm going to have chili for dinner and maybe a grilled cheese or a peanut butter sandwich with it. Um, so yeah, I don't believe Amberlynn let the cat out on purpose. I don't think anybody let the cat out on purpose. I think it was a true accident. Um, as I have said before, though, I don't know how she couldn't not feel the door not shut all the way. But I don't believe she did it on purpose. You grocery shopped, came home, went to another market, and now you're home again. Great. I'm I'm apparently just wasting my entire day streaming, and you all are out doing shit and making dinner and doing things. Oh my god, what has my life come to? What has my life come to? This is why I should not live stream, because it takes too long. Granted, once I finish the video, I'm done with it and I don't have to do any editing and exporting and uploading, which is why I'm doing live streams right now. I will go back to edited videos after I go back to work, but I have the time to live stream while I'm on vacation. I know, Mademoiselle Scythe, you are here with me not being productive. We are in this together. I don't think she let Rarity out, but I think she went upstairs again and didn't realize for a lot longer than she states. Yeah, I think she did leave the room. She said it was what, about 45 minutes, and then when she came back into the dining room and felt a draft, felt a breeze, felt it was cold. Um, so yeah, so she did leave the room for a good length of time. Excuse me. Um, I don't know where she went in the house. It doesn't really matter where she went in the house. She was just no longer in the dining room where the patio doors are. Um, so yeah, uh, you know.
That's what people do. They create these really disgusting rumors about me and just like hold on to them for dear life. I know nothing I say will ever change anyone's opinion, but for the sake of answering the question, there's your answer. All right, you guys. So that is part one, and I will see you guys soon for part two. Bye. Hey guys.
All right. Wow. Um, yeah. I'll say I've made honest mistakes regarding my animal, so I'll give her this one, but I still don't like the lady. Lol. Yeah, I mean, and I would say that's very honest of you to be like, "Hey, I don't care for this person, but I am going to be fair and say that I don't think this actually happened." I know people think the worst of her, but that's too far. Poor, yeah, I agree, Blue Hoodie. There are some things people will take some things too far. Um, like the person that posted on Zachary Michael's video saying, I called the shelter or the society, whatever it was. I called and I talked to the person and they confirmed it was Rarity." And then in their own response to their own comments said that, well, they wanted more proof, more information, and then it was just a complete lie. So for some reason, people, I don't know what makes people want to make up things and just post things that are just flat out lies. Amber Lynn has enough shit on her own that we can criticize her for without people making up things. You know what I mean? Um, yeah. There's enough in Amber Lynn's life to criticize her for without just trying to make up shit. And I would say for Amber Lynn, that has to be exhausting. Just to see people posting things that just are blatantly not true and just flat out lying about things and like making up things. Um, Yeah, there's no need to lie. And like with the Twinkie posters, who would make a fake Twinkie poster and get it posted on these websites? All that does is take away from people that are actually missing pets and takes away from animals that do need to be found. And it made some places take down the rarity posting. The people that involve themselves in this mess, calling it workplaces or whatever, that's too much. It's so weird. I agree, Mars. It is weird to get so involved that you're like, well, I think Emily's a feeder. She's a psych nurse. I'm going to call her workplace. That's fucking stupid. S- Stay out of it. Just stay out of it. Um, she can't go out in public without people taking pictures of her and posting them. I just use Girl World for some silly relief from real life. No need to be stirring stuff up. Amber's number one exposer is herself. No need to fabricate. Yeah, agree. Um, I don't know if people take pictures of her in public. Now, we did see when she and her mom were leaving that, was it a Kohl's? I think it was a Kohl's or something, or some department store that she and her mom were leaving, and somebody that works there shared the security video of Amberlynn and her mom leaving the store. Why? Why? And then people started making up things. Oh, Mama Lynn looks mad in this picture. Mama Lynn looks upset. It's you're basing that on what? Just a single facial expression when somebody's leaving a store because she wasn't smiling? Um, TJ Maxx. Yes, thank you, TJ Maxx. Um, TJ Maxx and Kohl's are very similar, so I get them confused. Um, don't touch the poop, as Zachary Michael would say. Yeah, agree. Don't. There's enough things for Amberlynn on her own where she will eventually out herself or contradict herself on something, which is why I try to take things that she says at face value until I have a reason not to. And sometimes I can't remember every little thing she says. I barely remember everything that I say and do. I'm probably not going to remember what I said an hour ago in this live stream, other than my yelling at my microphones. Um, and then the people being creeps at the laundromat, I would have flipped out if people did that to me, to be honest. Yeah, the whole laundromat situation. So I got into an argument with somebody in Treeboy Ilia's live stream with that video. Um, so there are laws in place where if somebody posts something in like a defamatory negative nature, you can take legal action. Um, Oklahoma may not be one of those states, but the way they posted that video and the recording of it, it's creepy. And then we have the pictures from whenever she was with Wifey, of Wifey outside with Twinkie, and Wifey's allegedly smoking a cigarette. I think she was. It could have. It didn't appear to be cold enough weather for it to be like um uh her breath. But somebody driving by where Amberlynn lived and taking a picture of Wifey, that's creepy. That is stalkerish behavior. It really is. Um, so yeah, I I don't understand people doing these things, to be honest. And a lot of people do it to 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 body shame. Like, oh my God, look how big she is, um, type of thing. At least she's going out in public. At least she's going out and she is, even if it is just going to bingo or going to the grocery store or going to the casinos, she's using she's using those things to spend time with her mom. Um, we've seen her go out to bars and places with Emily. She goes out more than I do. I don't do shit. So, I'll say good for her on that at least. But yeah, people posting those kinds of things and contacting workplaces and contacting clinics, it's it is a little unhinged. So I don't know if I'm still live anymore. I don't know if I'm still live. Um, yeah, apparently I am. Okay. Sometimes my last night when I was streaming, my live stream just ended. So I don't know why it did that, but anyway, I think I okay, good. Yeah. It 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 looked weird on my YouTube channel, so yeah, I don't know. Streamlabs is being difficult some days, but yeah. So, all right, that is Amberlynn's part one of her Q&As. We have three more parts to go. I don't know if I'll do live streams for the next three parts. I do enjoy engaging with you all in the chat, so that is a bonus of doing live streams. Um, and then we might go back to recorded video content. Hey, Ilya! Good to see you, buddy. Happy New Year. Have you just awoken from your slumber from from a hard night of celebrating New Year's Eve? I don't know what your plans were, but I hope you had a good New Year's Eve, Ilya. I know I was streaming video gameplay and then my live stream last night just ended on me and I didn't notice. I am I am finishing up. We have been through Amberlynn's video. I had a whole like 15 minutes of trying to get audio issues sorted out because I'm a professional. Um, yeah. I also woke up late today because I was up until like 1 in the morning, 1:30 in the morning, my time. Yeah, I didn't get up until like 9:15 this morning. It is 12:30 your time. So yeah, sleeping in. Hopefully you don't have any hangovers. Hopefully not. So, oh goodness, what a day. My New Year's Day has just been all Amberlynn all the time today. So, yes, yes, Ilya, this is my Amberlynn Reed limited edition Pride collection. Uh, I'll I'll never not find that funny. No hangover, just an upset stomach. That's not good. Take it easy on the grub. Yes, my limited edition. That's what that is. So, uh, yeah, I will hey, maybe I should make one and send to Amberlynn's PO box. Just send her a send her a bunch of paper clips. Oh, that'd be funny. Uh, uh, I amuse myself. goodness. Yeah, but we, apparently me and the mouse in my pocket, uh, might do live streams for her next Q&As as well, because I do enjoy engaging with y'all. A DIY. Yeah, I made it myself. That would be hilarious. Send her, send her just a pack of rainbow colored paper clips. Uh, that'd be funny. Oh, goodness. No, I'm just imagining her actually doing that. Cheaper than buying one of the paperclip looking necklaces from Torrid for like $50. 350 at Office Depot. Oh, well, I'm glad you enjoy them, Ilya. Yeah, hey, it's all good. People got shit to do. People have things going on in their lives. I should be doing things, although I need to finish building my Lego globe before tomorrow because I need my desk space back. So later today, I'll probably go live again to finish building my globe. I'm just gonna spend the whole day sitting on my ass here at my desk doing videos, apparently. What a vacation. I just need to tell myself it's self-care. I'm enjoying myself before I go back to work tomorrow. And then I'll get back to my regular schedule of being more productive. That is what I need to tell myself. Because I really haven't taken time to like build Legos or live stream or play video games before my PTO started. So I need to try to continue that during the times when I am going back to work. I'll just be busier. So I need to manage my time a lot more closely after tomorrow. So we'll see. But rest is just as important as productivity. It is, and I'm really bad at it. Because even if I'm doing Legos or playing video games, I'm streaming to my YouTube channel, so it feels like it's being productive because I'm making content um, for my channel. And I've gained a few subscribers over the last couple of weeks. I'm at 577, so I'm very surprised by that number. Our goal for this year is to maybe make it to 1,000 subscribers. I don't think we'll do it, but I'm hopeful. It's not often we just do nothing and rest for the day. Uh, yeah, I agree, Tripoelia. It's not very often that I allow myself to just like play video games, live stream, play with Legos. It's not very often that I let myself do that. And I do have things I need to get done around the house, different little projects and things. And I'll have to do those. Those things are still there for me to do. They haven't gone away. I'm just going to have to do them after I go back to work. This weekend, perchance. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good attitude. I I had to get that attitude from talking to my headspace coach. Uh, bye, Mademoiselle Scythe. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Happy New Year. I hope 2025 is fabulous for you. I hope it's fabulous for all of us. But I think on that note, I think I am going to go as well. Um, and I don't know, put dishes away because my dishwasher is finished or something. I don't know. But we're going to go do something. Um, and I hope you all have an amazing rest of the day And you schedule your live stream and I'll work around it, Ilya, because I will just be building Legos. So, so once you get yours scheduled and do yours, I will schedule mine. We'll just trade off being live. We'll just swap off, Ilya. So, um, but I am going to go, I don't know, maybe hang up some laundry. We'll see. But I hope you all have an amazing rest of the day. I hope you have an amazing 2025. Happy New Year to all of you. And yeah, until next time, be safe and take care.